Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
And me, Banshee. I guess we're dealing with the shadow side of things today.
What does that mean?
With the dark screen in the beginning.
It just meant that it didn't switch over the camera view.
I know, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. So, hope everybody is doing well.
Hi.
We retired folks had a day.
Both of you?
Both of you, well, I'm sure more will come, so it's a blanket welcome. There, look, CJ's here. See? Hi, CJ.
Hi, CJ. Anyway, so welcome to our show for Thursday night. TFT, Tarot After Dark. Tarot for Today After Dark.
Well, I'm excited. I got 2 new decks today. The Vampire's Tale Tarot.
Don't tell Angel Rivera.
And the Psychopomps Oracle, which is very cool. You'll probably be seeing that pretty soon, but not today. I've got to get working with them both.
Oracle for CJ.
But they are excellent decks. Thank you, CJ. Sonny, don't mess with my decks up there. We had a WTF come out this week on the war. Don't mess with my decks up there.
Yes,
Whoops.
It's doing really well. It's got over 3 dozen views on it. We asked several questions about, when are the peace negotiations going to work, or are they going to work, and related issues. Check that out on our YouTube channel, please.
Hi, Rowie.
Hi, Rowie.
Get you on the list right now. Whoops. Okay. All right. Let's get started with an oracle, shall we? We'll use the Season of the Witch Lammas Oracle. I think I'll use it through Sunday, and then I'm going to start getting in the fall mood, I think. Maybe one more week. I don't know. I'm feeling fall energy lately. I don't know why. It's not like it's been super cooler here. It's
Not at
comfortable, but just feeling it.
Not at all.
General guidance. Thank you, Rowie.
Okay. Mixing the streams here.
What you got for us? Fruit trees. Wow.
The good old fruit trees.
And it's going to be apple picking season at some point.
That's
of course, I'm
right.
getting ahead of myself again, maybe. But it's a big thing here in Michigan.
Yep.
I see fruit jam.
So cherries. Cherries are big in Michigan.
Fruit trees. The keywords are wisdom, spirituality, connecting with nature. And the words on the card are, don't miss what is right in front of you. Everything is as it should be. All right. Imagine yourself standing in front of a summer orange tree. Some of the oranges are on the highest branches, and others are hanging low, while others still are peacefully tossed along the ground. There's plenty to go around, and each orange is hanging at a height that is perfect for someone to pick and enjoy. This card has appeared to remind you that cosmic wisdom is available to everyone. You just need to know which branch is right for you. You may wish to have that bright orange at the top, but that, darling, is meant for another. Don't miss what is right in front of you by assuming you have to reach the same place as someone else, or that somehow you're being overlooked in favor of another. You are experiencing what is meant for you at the right time and place. When you are connected with spirit, the noise of what others have, do or are, do not affect you. You know there is a cosmic wisdom and a divine plan that was tailored specifically for you to become the person you were sent here to be. That doesn't mean you shouldn't reach necessarily beyond yourself, but you really ought to think about things a bit. good things come to those who wait, prepare, and take part in the journey of growth. I think, God, it's really funny getting this card because, I was having a conversation with my son earlier today. And some of the stuff he's telling me he has to do now, I think to myself, if he would have jumped to that phase too soon, he might not have done as well as he's doing right now. He's wowing them with some stuff. And I think here, everything is meant for you at the right moment and time. You can reach higher, but what about that branch that's right atop in front of you there? Is it calling to you? Do you realize that maybe that step might be an important one to your development? Anything to add, Mr. O?
No, I was chatting with Libra about something.
Oh, okay. So that's what I have for you. I mean, consider your choices wisely, and reach what just feels good for you. Sometimes we stress ourselves out too much by trying to be someone or something that we're not. At least not at this point in time. So good luck with that.
All right.
Hey, Kara.
Hi, Kara.
All right, so I know I've got Roe. I got to add Roe's
Guys, I don't know
question.
that you have to write every question down. I'll be able to scroll it.
And then Kara. Roe wants general guidance, please.
Okay.
Somehow I've lost my ability to type. All right, so Libra's up. I don't think I've missed anyone. All right.
And Libra asks, what do I need to know?
Right. Doing my reading? Or?
Sure.
Right.
All right. Card 1. Reversed 7 of Swords.
Reverse 7 of Swords? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm using the Santa Muerte Tarot,
Okay.
illustrated by Fabio Listrani.
Ah. As a matter of fact, the Psychopomp Oracle's artwork is by Fabio. So.
All right, so what do you need to know, Libra? Well, maybe you need to be aware that something you didn't think was happening is happening, that maybe something that was kept away from your eyes or your knowledge is actually there. But I think you are going to find that out. That's why it's showing up this way as the 7 reversed. So what you need to know is that something may have been attempted to be hidden from you or disguised in some way. It may have been something you really need to know.
Is that the 7 of Wands or Swords?
I said swords.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I thought so. So I was looking at them on the ground there, and though from this picture it looked like maybe it could be Wands, so I wanted to be sure. So 7 of Swords reversed, yes, I agree. There is something I think you're going to be about to find out. Maybe it is something absolutely that you need to know, Libra. So you're asking, what do you need to know? Whatever is going to come out is exactly what you need to know. And I think it's coming.
Well, and to me it feels like it was something that, was trying to be kept hidden, a secret is from you.
And the cards coming up might lead towards something. Let's see.
So why is it important? It's the 3 of Pentacles and they're upright.
It may have something to do with the ability to get people to help you out in some way, or the ability for you and others to work on something together.
Yes, this seems to involve, something you're involved in with other people. It may be something that you're taking more the lead on, and so maybe my surmise would be that maybe somebody is trying to rob that from you, or someone's just trying to interfere with the way this is working for you, whether it's a big actual project or whether it's just a little family thing or neighborhood thing or something like that. Somebody's not playing all their cards correctly.
It's possible. I think there is support for you, though, but
Sure.
there is somebody trying to meddle with that in a way, and obstruct
Yeah, it kind of
that.
looks like that.
So that's what it could be. So where are things headed, Mr. O?
Makes sense in a way. It's the Hanged Man upright.
Oh.
And go ahead.
Well, that doesn't give much of a clue here. I think where things are headed, though, is that it's going to give you a lot that you're going to have to think about now. You're going to have to really step back and look at things, whatever this information is, how it affects you, and how best to move forward with it. I mean, it maybe sounds a little ominous, but I'm not sure yet until I look at the Lenormand if that's true. It just may be something that you're going to have to take your time and make a really informed decision about what's going on here.
Well, I do feel that there's a lead towards the idea that this would make you change things suitably, even giving up something, that's the idea of the Hangman. But I wouldn't call that out totally like Banshee's saying, but it just feels like doing business exactly the way you did once this is revealed, once you realize there's a rogue going on, may change how you want to do things.
It's interesting with the Lenormand, Libra, because it's kind of like a good bad sort of good cop bad cop sort of thing, except the good outweighs the bad. We have the cross here, and we have the sun. So I feel here, it's really interesting because I almost want to throw in the illumination aspect of the sun, saying here, whatever's coming to you, whatever knowledge or information you're going to find out that you need to know, it's actually going to clarify things for you. It's going to help you clarify things and alleviate your fears or worries or stress over it. You may stress this out in the beginning, but as you step back like the Hanged Man, maybe realize what Mr. O says, you may have to give up something or do something a little bit differently. But once you figure it out, you're going to be in a much better place.
Well, I almost wonder too, some of the signs, not necessarily Libra, are really stubborn, but, Libra itself is like just maybe like sometimes you just want to wait it out and see which direction to go. But maybe this is somebody's semi-clever way of trying to spur you in a way too. Like, like it's maybe meant to give you this moment of reflection, Libra, so that you can decide how you change things for your benefit, not just because you're no longer in a comfortable position where you can't not change. So good luck with that.
Yep, that's what we've got for you. Good luck with that. And pull up the sunshine. Sunshine is up next. Hi, sunshine.
And I am so thirsty.
Yeah, I've got this cough drop, but I want to drink something badly too.
Well, I went to the gym and
I bet, yeah.
I had a good workout.
All right, there we got that.
I'll need those later, Mom.
Let's see. I'm going to start with this prairie one today. So what's coming towards me that I'm not aware of? So I guess that'll be my reading as well, and here you go with that. Sorry.
And don't forget to watch the emotional exchanges. I put some little cute gaggy things in there because I am once again going with the idea that after the reading I want to see quickly if we can determine if any particular sign will get lucky. And of course, get lucky is broad and open. It doesn't mean that usual nasty thing. It could also just mean, getting lucky in something emotionally pleasing to you. So find out if you'll get lucky by watching my emotional exchanges tomorrow.
Sonny, we have this nice perch here.
But no.
But no. Sigh. Well, seems to be a lot of intrigue in what you need to know. So you're asking what's coming towards you that you are not aware of? And we have the moon upright.
Oh, and that's almost like Libras in a way too. Yeah, something's coming towards you. You need to know, but we don't know either.
All right.
The moon.
Yeah, something is coming toward, well, what's coming towards you is a period of uncertainty, maybe a feeling that you don't have all the information you need, but I caution you, or I advise you here, to trust your gut on this. Your gut may be trying to tell you something. Your intuition is going to be very strong during this time. So you may be able to figure it out for yourself. But, and that's maybe what you are going to have to do here. It's not just going to come out like Libras did. So that's sort of what's coming towards you that you are not aware of, is there's going to be a situation that is going to challenge you in finding out more.
Right. The thing that's coming towards you that you might need to know feels mysterious. It feels like it's evolving or changing. There's something, that's, I wouldn't say fantastical about it, but there's something that just sort of seems to be elusive in a way that you can't decide if it's real or if you're just sort of thinking it's real.
So it cautions you sometimes to check and double check things. If you're making a major purchase or something like that, make sure you understand all the terms and agreements. If you're getting a job, make sure you understand everything about what you're signing into. So it's sort of like that, you're going to have to kind of make sure you know what you need to know. And why is all this important? Oh. The Three of Cups reversed. You want me to just go?
I'll go.
Okay.
So why is it important? The Three of Cups reversed. This could be saying that it's something that's going to affect some emotional bonds or relationships. It may be feeling like you're being moved away or closed off from certain things that had that fullness for you. Is it possible that maybe, sometimes the moon provides a gossipy element that maybe you might have said something that is working its way through channels, and now somebody is displeased or doesn't understand, that you hurt them in a way. Or maybe this is you. Maybe you don't understand why somebody wanted to hurt you.
Yeah, that is interesting. I think with the 3 here, it's either that this, whatever you need to know here, is affecting others too, or some harmony within a group. I like what Mr. O said about gossip here, though, because I think that could definitely come to play, with the 3 of Cups, sort of talk that's not very constructive, it spreads things rather than gets to the heart of, an issue. So again, it calls upon you to really use your intuition as to what really might be people's motivations here. So where things are headed. See, 8 of Wands, upright. Well, where things are headed is, I think, this is going to require some focus on your part. This is going to require some energy spent on trying to figure out how to navigate the situation, or maybe get to the heart of a matter. I feel some energy needs to be put into whatever this is, and hopefully the Lenormand can give us more of a clue. But for now, I just say that it looks as though you really have to spend some time and energy on this and communicate with others. Try to really figure out what's going on.
There is some sort of engagement that's going to result from this too. And it could be that, if it was a situation where you felt people said things inappropriately or certain reputations were sort of being talked about, you want to set the record straight, but you want to be clear that you're focusing in the way, that is the most direct and targeted, so that you don't, dilute or dissuade any other ideas going on there. And Banshee said that the Lenormand might be important, and I think they are, Because the first one is the tower, and the second one is the labyrinth.
Maybe. It could indicate that it's a work situation. It could. And I think here too, there's another message here. If I look at both together, the labyrinth and the tower, you'll only get more confused, I feel, if you try to handle this on your own. I mean, you need to use your intuition, but you really are going to have to interact with others to ascertain, what's really going on here. In other words, read body language, listen to voices, or read the words on the screen and see if you can read between the lines to what's really going on here.
If I didn't know better, I would say it sounded like a little bit of a mystery novel in a way, too. But, a lot of times that's what happens in, younger folks' lives, too, that there's always some sort of intrigue, and sometimes, it's like the old telephone game, gossip or misinformation can spread without even necessarily being maliciously thought of. Just simple mistakes with how information or things are relayed here. So I like what Banshee said. I think that this is something that, you really will probably want to work through the tunnels of the labyrinth, as it were. The labyrinth wasn't bad because somebody had a clue about how to find their way back and forth, if you remember the old legend. And so that could be a way of saying, too, that tread carefully and remember where you came from.
Wow, so this is a real mystery. I don't know what to tell you. Other than, there's something that's going to challenge your ability to take things maybe necessarily at face value. You're going to have to dig deeper and trust your gut on what you're hearing, seeing, and feeling at this time. So good luck with that. Wow. 2 mysterious readings in a row, 2 different decks. Maybe
Is it
CJ
the eclipse energy?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe CJ took the Oracle route for a good reason. We'll see. Hi, CJ.
All right.
You're on the list, Zach.
Mr. O is going to refresh his drink.
All right.
Well, you pull the oracle.
I'm thinking about my Oracle minute. All right, let me see. Did I use the Sacred Forest for you last time, CJ? If not, I think I'm going to use it. I think I used a Sacred Traveler for someone. Oh, you think I did? All right. Then, I have another thought. I've been thinking about this oracle, but dropping things. Okay, it was set a little further back, but since I'm not on camera, I grabbed it. I'm going to use the Moonology Oracle by Yasmin Boland for you. Okay.
Excuse me.
Ooh. The card is called Moon Mastery, and it's underneath it says the Law of Attraction. Okay. Okay, Moon Mastery, the law of attraction. Whatever you want, you can make it happen. Trust yourself and your power to create. Work your magic. You have mystical powers that you've used in the past and that you can call upon again now. This card calls on you to work with the law of attraction. The more you believe in yourself and your power to create, the more you will see you are actually already doing that. So do it consciously. The intentions that you set for yourself have untold power. We humans don't realize how powerful we are until we start to play with our magical energies. Embody your intentions now and work towards them in whatever practical way you can as you move in the direction of your goals. Start by becoming really clear about your desires. Once you have that clarity, write down your wishes at the next new moon. Just doing that will galvanize your intentions and steer your next steps. Visualizing your dreams will also help you to achieve whatever you're aiming for right now. Feel your wishes as real and already come true. Feel it in your body. You can create your desired outcome. Additional meanings for the card. You've made magic before and you can make it again. Expecting the best will often attract it. Self-doubt stops manifestations. Distance yourself from naysayers. Speak your intentions into being. So, obviously here, what do you got for the Lenormand?
Oh, okay.
And hi, SP, we'll get you on the list. Go ahead.
It's the gentleman, or you, the querent, and choice.
Choice. Ooh.
Yes. 22.
Well, that's interesting. I would say here that whatever you wish to attract, whether it's romantic or whether it's a job offer from someone or whether it's something else from someone, you should be able to obtain it. Or if it's just something from the universe that you desire in your life. You need to set your intentions appropriately, however. Now, seeing the choice and the man indicates to me that someone may offer you an option that may include something close to exactly what you're looking for. And so, take it, I always say, especially now. And you should check out our card for the collective for tomorrow, because I think this is the time to accept something new that comes your way or manifest something new for yourself. Take an idea and run with it.
Well, I was just going to say that, we've gone through all this great astrological stuff, all that Lionsgate stuff, the eclipse yesterday. And when I saw that, the law of attraction, I just thought, CJ, you, like maybe a lot of other people, are entering a really high energy or high vibrational phase where really you are able to manifest more, you're able to attract more. So this is saying, meditate more. If you do any kind of affirmation work or breath work or energy work, it's all highlighted. And the Lenormand maybe suggests that. Of course, another thing about the gentleman could be that it could be an inner aspect of yourself, a higher aspect of yourself as well. But telling you to choose wisely, I guess, that you have a number of options. You can't necessarily do it all, so choose wisely.
Well, right. I read that as being possibly another person, but that could also reflect you as well. We use that as sort of an inquirer, whether it's male or female. And so it could be you just saying you will have some choices to make. And and that's the point, set your intentions and truly focus it on what it is you desire. If you have too many choices and too many things going on, you're going to muck up the works.
It's
right?
Dating, isn't it, CJ?
Uh-oh.
Hey, good luck. Awesome.
Cute.
Awesome.
All right. Well, good luck with that, CJ. All right. We're on Rowie.
General guidance.
Yep, your deck.
Okay, let's see. What do I want to use? Let's use this one. You're welcome.
You're welcome, CJ. Hey, Rowie.
Hi, Rowie.
All right. Okay. Let's see.
All right, general guidance. First one is the Five of Cups, the Five of Chalices. It's upright. And then it's Temperance reversed. And then it's the Nine of Swords, which is upright. So I'm inclined to want to start with Temperance reversed in the middle there. I just get a feeling that this is saying the general guidance includes check your inner balance, check, your habits or your lifestyle, your diet. Maybe you need to consider changes or balance things, So for example, if you were maybe possibly eating too many sweets or something like that, too many starches, you might want to consider, having a different diet for a while. Things of that sort, but that could also apply to what's going on emotionally as well.
There's a lot of stuff here
Yeah,
that if you're not experiencing this right now is coming. And I feel here that, there may be something that's just in a way haunting you. You're worried about it or you're anxious about something. And it may be causing a little bit of imbalance in your life. Or it may be a reaction to some imbalances going on in your life. I think Mr. O alluded to some ways to deal with that, right? With diet and exercise and things. But the Five of Cups is here upright too, which makes me think that maybe there's something you're dwelling on, some loss of some sort, or some disappointment, maybe some disappointing news that may come through that will cause you to feel anxious and upset. And, you got to pull it together and pull things back in balance again. I don't see anything seriously happening here to you, but I do feel that it's going to rattle you a little bit. And, we need to keep our heads together in times of imbalance or uncertainty.
Is it possible that, you feel you are facing a situation that will be some sense of loss? It may be a loss that could be more emotionally felt, but it could also have other aspects of physical things. And emotionally, though, it's going to possibly cause that situation to feel imbalanced. And that's why I think from that guidance point of view, this is a warning and a saying like to try to remain calm, to try to do better practices at keeping your balance. And then that final card, the Nine of Swords, is saying that, yes, this may look like you have to steel yourself a little bit because there may be some anxiety coming to you. Some of this may not be exactly things that are affecting you personally, but they may be affecting you by degree. They may be parents, children, other relatives, neighbors, people you care about who you feel their situations do impact on you some way.
Well,
it's the moon. And birds.
now this moon is not like the tarot moon. It's a little bit different. It speaks towards success, either at work or in relationships. So I don't know if this will have to do with a relationship with somebody or friendship even, or it could have to do with work, and I would just say here, if something's been left unsaid, maybe it's time to speak your mind. For example, if you feel like your company has not been fair to you and not allowing you to advance or something like that. Maybe it's time to get it off your chest and speak to somebody about this. If you can get a raise or whatever it is, or if there's somebody at work that maybe has been gossiping about you, or confronting somebody who might be gossiping about you, if it's a friend or family member, and clearing the air, maybe clearing the air instead of feeling anxious about this.
I think that's really appropriate, especially when you consider what the tarot were, because it would seem like the guidance is really saying, rather than, let certain situations fester emotionally and cause you to overreact or go off diet or things like that, do things that are not good for yourself. You need to be direct, communicating, getting some of the emotional things off of your chest too, because to me, symbolically, the moon can talk about, things like that as well, that there's a sense of an emotionality there. You need to clear the air, I think, with what's really bugging you or what will be bugging you. People that may be, taking up more of your time than you need. I'm not telling you to be mean to people, but it seems like you're being overwhelmed in some ways, or you will be.
So good luck with that. Some mysterious readings today, though, I do have to say.
I wonder if it's because of the full moon and
I don't
eclipse
know.
effects.
I don't know. But anyway, we are on Kara. Whoops.
Kara.
What you got for us today, Kara? What does Odin have for me? Okay. There you go.
You're welcome. God bless you too.
You're very welcome, Rowie. Oh, what does Odin have for you?
Are we doing this like you're reading?
Yep.
All right.
The Hierophant reversed.
Oh, it's Odin hanging from the tree.
Well.
Oh, it could be.
Well, he's reversed.
Yeah.
But and he's not
down.
the hanging man. He's the Hierophant. And so, I think here what Odin has for you is this, he wants you to do something radical, something completely different. And now for something completely different. Kara. Starring Kara. He wants you to do something out of the ordinary, out of your comfort zone, or he wants you to fight back against something you may feel has been oppressing you in some way. So if that resonates with you, then run with it. But otherwise, I think it's the other.
And myself, I sort of think it's the latter. I think he is sort of saying this is a time to rise up, perhaps, or to show some sense of resistance to an order that you find stifling or oppressive or overly conventional. You're kind of a free spirit, and when people try to limit you, you sort of maybe overreact in the opposite other way. So Odin is trying to say, go for it. Don't be ashamed. And I know you're not. You're too Taurus.
I was just going to say, Mr. O should have said, it's because you're a Taurus.
Yeah.
I love Tauruses.
Odin's
don't
got your
mind me.
number.
Oh, really? Okay. So it might be about that. He wants you to stand up for yourself, and rebel against the status quo, Some people, they're going to just dog, alternative spiritualities, and we do have to kind of stand up for ourselves. All right. So why is this important right now? We just had the Five of Cups with his deck, but we have it again and reversed this time, Ms. Kara. And so why is this important? Because you'll feel a lot better. You'll feel better about exploring new things and new opportunities. You won't feel held back because when you stand up for yourself, you're saying, I'm going to be me anyway. I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. And new opportunities for you will open up because you're opening yourself up to that kind of energy.
Yeah, it's important to do this because it really rectifies what maybe was happening where things just didn't feel like they were there for you and things felt like they were abandoning you. This is really about you kind of staking your claim in a way.
All right, where are things headed? I hope somewhere good. Oh, but it's reversed too. Okay, it's Temperance reversed.
So it's more of the same in a way.
Well, you know what's funny about it? You got two major arcana here, and they're both reversed energies. What it is saying is, this doesn't mean life gets easier for you or more balanced for you. I mean, you may feel more free to explore things, but there's always going to be pushback. There's always things that are going to push your buttons. You're just going to have to be ready to balance yourself. Be the bigger person in the room and walk with your head held up high for what you believe in.
Well, it could also be saying, too, that to some degree, you're always going to be a contrarian in a way, too, and that, you'll always be the devil's advocate or sort of looking it in the face and saying, what if it's not that kind of thing? So let's look at the Lenormand.
Yeah, what you got?
The Labyrinth. And the Cross.
Wow.
What do you think that means?
If you allow yourself to ruminate on all of this, you'll get lost there. You'll get lost there and you'll wallow in kind of this, state of uncertainty and confusion. You want to follow your path, but it causes you grief. Don't allow that to happen. Don't overthink things. Trust that you are on the path you are meant to be on. And don't get lost in the labyrinth of other people's ideas of where you should find yourself. You know your way.
It's literally like what you just said now about, the candle flame and the ravens.
Wow. Well,
So
go
I think-
on with that.
I think you're all right.
Oh, okay. Did you want to add anything to
No,
that?
it would be the same as you.
Okay. All right, that's what we have for you. Wow, good luck with that.
I think Odin expects you to be unconventional and sort of challenge the norms. And to me, the cross and the labyrinth could be saying that you dispel the notion of what is not easy to get at. You could actually get at it quite easy.
All right, good luck with that. Grateful 8, Zach is up.
Okay.
And I think I got your question right,
I'll
Zach.
just scan for it.
No, I got it. That's what I have. I need to know as I go reading. I need to know as I go reading.
Okay, so kind of like what's going to pop up.
So what do you need to know? Why is it important and where are things headed?
Yeah, we could do it that way.
I'm just asking. I think you could.
Why not? We've been doing a number of them that way.
Yeah, we have tonight.
And I think it's because of the eclipse and the full moon yesterday. People are saying there still is some heady effect from all of that today.
I felt really good after that eclipse. I don't know.
Well, they were saying you would feel good, but that it
Oh.
would just sort of feel like there would be clarifying things, or things would feel like they were moving towards that, or could be.
Okay.
And it would be good feelings. So
I'm feeling good.
feeling all right.
All right.
Alrighty, Zach. Three of Wands.
Upright?
Upright.
So that's what you need to know. It's a time to anticipate your world opening up before you. It's a time to anticipate, opportunities that may be coming your way for growth, or opportunities to explore things that maybe you've put off doing, or that you've always wanted to explore but never, thought you could. But maybe now is the time.
The cinch is that this card says what you need to know is that you can put your energy or your thought process into what these opportunities are. You can see where they can lead you if you are willing to apply yourself.
Ooh,
so that's what you need to know, is that doing is doing. All right.
Why is this important?
Queen of Swords upright.
Wow. So you've got to make wise choices now. You're in a good position, actually, to make the right choice according to that Queen of Swords. That's why this is important, because, this requires you to finally determine what it is you really want to move forward on, what opportunities in life you want to pursue, what things you want to explore now.
There's a sense of something really dynamic here too, Zach, that this is saying really, if you think about it enough, if you see where this opportunity could progress, you would be able to make a real dynamic attempt at making it your own goal, or putting your energy towards the goal, or directing yourself with it. So that's important.
So where are things headed?
Where are things headed? And it's the upright Two of Pentacles.
King?
Two of Pentacles.
Wow. It's finding, I think what it is you'll find the right mix. You're going to be busier. You're going to have things to do. This is leading towards more activity in your life and more involvement in things, and maybe a little bit more work. And so you're going to have to learn to juggle all of that into the perfect chemistry for a healthy balance. You don't want to do anything to excess. Just keep everything in moderation and flow.
So it's kind of interesting, because it could be pertaining to career or employment opportunities or options, but not necessarily. It could be some other kind of things going on too, things that are maybe more, your spiritual or your overall mission in life. So I'd say that this next week, watch any signs or symbols that seem to give you the sense of an opportunity. What you got? And it's the letter. Wow. And the fox. I almost feel like maybe you're manifesting a job or something, an engagement of some sort.
Well, it could be something like that. The fox can also be meeting somebody really that you're attracted to. And then there's an invitation, that maybe is accepted. I could go that route, but I kind of feel here that something written may play a role in what's going on here. So whether this is you applying for a job, or volunteering for something, or signing papers to do a course of study, I almost feel it may have something to do with that. And the fox is saying here that this could lead to some positive work for you in some way, or some positive activity for you. Also, this is a sign too, if you've been thinking and contemplating about doing any kind of writing, for yourself or to get out to the masses. I think the fox and the letter's a really good combination for that.
I'm almost wondering too if this is sort of like talking about maybe other education, like maybe, taking up lessons of some sort. There's definitely to me, a sense of employing your mind, and also employing, writing skills or verbal skills.
Well, based on let me say something about...
Yeah, that's right, it did.
It did. let me mention something about the fox. Based on the positive energy of the reading and where it was leading, it took us this way. But the fox can also sometimes have some malevolent attributes, like trickery, people trying to fool you, and stuff like that. It all depends on what card it's paired with. And it's paired with a very neutral, positive card. So that's why I'm reading it this way today. I don't know how we read it last time, so I just thought I'd mention that, Zach.
So that's what we have, Zach.
So good luck with that.
I hope it's pretty cool.
So like if the fox is with the whip or some other kind of cards, a coffin or the cross, the mice, I might look at the fox a little bit differently. All right, there's SP.
Hi, SP.
So the project that you will lead, will it become successful?
Okay.
Okay.
Pretty straight up question. And of course, if it's vague at all, our answer, then we'll just do a definitive yes or no.
All right. We have the Six of Cups reversed. The Ten of Pentacles upright. Ooh, I like this. And the Four of Swords upright. Or reversed.
It's reversed.
Reversed. Sorry. It is reversed.
Shall I throw the Lenormand?
Yeah, please.
The snake
What?
and the clover.
Oh. Wow.
This reading has some dynamic thoughts here, I think. Well, somewhat dynamic, you know. It looks
Okay.
like it could be successful.
Oh, I think so. I'm getting a feeling about that snake and where it comes in, but I'm going to
Sure.
try to go through this all. Do you want to put both screens up?
Already?
Well, I gotta say, with these Six of Cups reversed, it just made me think to myself, SP, don't allow any past failures or anxieties or worries affect you going forward here. Let the past be the past. It seems like there's going to be a clean slate going on here. So if you're worried about your performance for any particular reason, cast those fears aside. And also, if maybe if there's anybody on your team that you've had problems working for it within the past area, I don't know, you say, will my project that I will lead become successful? I do not know if that means you're leading others. If you are leading others and there's any animosity with anybody on the team, try to let that go. And I think I'll leave it at that for the first card. I'm going to go card by card.
Well, I like that. That's pretty interesting there, too. And I feel that way myself from that Six of Cups there in the reverse position. SP, this is not just maybe indicating that those could be your own past experiences, that you're moving away from or letting go or attempting to, but it could be saying, too, that, they're there enough to the point where they are a consideration, but I don't think it's going to be a big detraction. I just sort of think it's something you keep in mind there. So that takes us to the next one, which really is what makes it look like it's not only successful, but you're sort of moving on from this project towards other projects. It's completed perfectly.
Well, number one, it's a 10 card, and a 10 card seems to be an ending, you know, a good ending, a positive, fruitful ending, because pentacles are growth. And so I think you will grow from this experience. You will learn positive things from this experience, and you might even be considered a more valuable part of your workplace through this experience.
That's a good point, because it does look like there's an intermeshing of you in structure there.
The Ten of Pentacles, too, is about value, you know, and also about belonging, you know, like it can be family. So think about the workplace, you know, as family. So I think this could go really, really well for you. And that leads us to that Four of Swords there, reversed. And the Four of Swords is, I think, making me feel that you are going to be feeling a lot more energized after this project is done. Sure, you might be a little burnt out and tired from, you know, the effort you've put out there, but I think this is really going to reinvigorate you and make you feel good about yourself, positive. It's going to be like a emotional and spiritual recharge of sorts.
Right. The process really just seems to invigorate you, and maybe it's part of what, you know, rebirths you and sets you towards this idea of completion and intermeshing you with that project or that board or whatever that is. So I feel like the overall, the maybe slight contrary that I felt there really is overweighed by the rest of the cards. And the Clover and the Snake, the Snake can have that sort of sense of deception, but maybe this is just saying that you're going to power through the idea that maybe you felt deceived or unsure about where your role in leading this plan would be, but circumstances will just prove that otherwise.
Well, I was really going to equate that snake with the Six of Cups card just by saying this: don't betray yourself by allowing self-doubts to set in now. Think positive. Believe that luck and fate and destiny have given you the opportunity for a reason. You're going to learn and grow one way or another here with that Ten of Pentacles, so that's assured. And I think that the Clover is saying luck and fate is on your side right now. So don't self-sabotage. Believe in yourself, and hopefully all will be well.
Another thing that I get symbolically from the snake, and I know it's not Lenormand, but a snake sheds its skin, so it's sense of being reborn again too, which we were getting a little bit from that Four of Swords, the call back to activity. All right.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
Hi, Ari.
All right, Ari, we didn't get you in on Sunday, but you've made it. But you know what? If you had come any later and nobody else showed up, we would have closed our show. So we'll get you in right now. Glad you made it. You never know on Thursday nights. It's feast or famine. More so than on Sundays.
Oh, that sounds like a 2 and 2.
Let's see.
To see if the ex did this or if they did it on their own. How would you do that?
Yeah, I think we should do 2 and 2, and let's see what looks better.
Good call. All right.
All right.
So we're going to throw 2 cards for each, plus the Lenormand 2 cards.
I'm going to do it.
And see what we get. That's right. I knew who you meant. I called them roommate, but I saw that it said X, so I'm just paring down my verbal. Okay.
Oh, you are kidding. Somehow you got your number. Wow.
I take it she would probably be on a very short list of people that could give that number.
So did this just happen? I mean, why can't they let this go? What's going on here? Crazy.
Alrighty. Here I go.
Okay. Wow, that's crazy. All right. So the first one is if it's the ex-roommate.
Yes. And my two cards are Page of Cups reversed and Emperor upright. And of course, their Emperor looks a little bit demonic, if you ask me. This is the Midnight Boulevard.
Okay, here.
Hold on. The Garden.
And the bear.
Ooh, bears in the garden, eh? All right, well, Page of Cups reversed.
And what's the other one on the bottom?
The
you said?
Emperor,
The Emperor.
who looks very satanic looking.
You know, this is a real funny reading, Ari. I'm definitely going to want to look at the other one too, but I'll tell you what, just my impression from seeing these cards, I feel as though the Emperor is the boy toy, and the Page of Cups is your roommate asking them to deliver the bad, to go and harass you, to give you a bad call, to bother you. I don't know why I feel that way.
Well,
and I feel here she was pushing her weight around with the garden, see, with her social circle, with her boy toys, Mr. O. I was hoping you would hear that. Oh, man. Did you hear me? Because I wanted you to
heard
get
you.
that.
My feeling is only slightly different. I sort of feel that Page of Cups definitely represents her kind of a twisted emotionality. But to me, the Emperor is her feeling she still is controlling you or controlling things. So that to me tips the scale towards feeling like she's the person who's causing the problem. Now with the Lenormand and the Garden, then that's her again. She's the power bearer. She's the she-bear power bearer. And she's stirring up social media, the public, the internet.
Her circle.
Her circle. So I think we only slightly disagree on what the Emperor means. I sort of think the Emperor is what she's doing, powering down.
Do you know why I think that's the boyfriend? Is because emperors oftentimes will work with their people. I mean, this is a benevolent emperor. So if his queen asks him to do something, he will, because he works for the people. So, and he works with the people. So that's why I kind of thought, yeah, she's manipulated him to do it. But that's why I did that. So.
Well, I still feel that she is the manipulator in this scenario here.
Yeah.
But let's take a look now at the other cards, which were specifically about her boy toy.
Yeah.
The Magician.
Upright.
Yeah, and the Moon reversed.
Okay. Oh! Hold on.
I'm going to move those aside. The Key. Uh-oh.
Wow.
And the Key was first, right?
Yes.
And Choice.
You know what? I think it validates me. Well, and you said it too, that it looks like her, but we were going to look at this, and I think the Magician is upright. He's got, this boy may have some integrity in that maybe he wouldn't have done it on his own. That's what I'm feeling here. But the Moon reversed indicates that, and I think with the Key and the Choice, that he made the choice. He made the conscious choice to do what she wanted.
I could go with that. I mean, to me, the Magician sort of has a sense of agency that I could say, well, that's him then, But the Moon, maybe in a symbolic way, shows his sense of corruption, the Moon shadowing him in a way, meaning he's being used. And the Key and the Choice does sort of drive that point more home, I think. Personally, it's just about what you said, that he chose to be her key towards this end.
Oh, I don't want to look at this again. One of her boy toys. Oh, okay. Okay,
she
well,
has
I didn't
another
mean, okay, the boyfriend, but whoever this is, she got him and manipulated him to do it. I think that normally he would know better, that he realizes there's repercussions that come from, doing things that aren't right, and because the magician is pretty upright, but I think he got manipulated.
So I think the interesting thing about it is that perhaps for whatever reason, some of the stuff you're talking about, he seems to be so motivated to please her, or just because maybe he has it in for you too in his own way, that he's a willful tool of her. That's what it looks like. So I would pin it on her, I think. All right then?
All right, I think that's what we have. Yeah, I agree. I'm just trying to get the list updated.
Ari, I do have to say, you have some of the greatest questions and or experiences related to them. You give us a workout.
One way or another, she may have just done it in subtle ways, I'm wondering if he feels bad about it now, though, that something might come to light that makes him consider that, he shouldn't have done this, but I'm not sure. Oh, okay. That's nice, country. I just was updating, but if you don't need a reading, yeah,
Aren't
I
you so
mean,
sweet?
we are pretty much done, actually. So if you want one, you can have one, but if you're not, we shall move on. And just remind everybody about our shows. There may be another burning WTF video coming out sometime in the near future. On my Material Matters, do you mind if I make an announcement?
Go right ahead.
On my Material Matters, I'm going to be doing a test run of a new type of reading to see if people would prefer that one more. I'm going to do it for the next 2 weeks, and then I have a second one I want to try. So the next 4 weeks of Material Matters are going to be experiments with new readings, and then I will poll you guys and ask for your opinions, those who come to my show. So stay tuned for that. It will be happening on this Sunday's show, the first test.
And don't forget to watch the Emotional Exchanges tomorrow. It's my reading that will give you what's going on for the next week for each sign of the zodiac. Plus, maybe we can tell who might get lucky. And then also, too, don't forget to watch Happy Hour on Saturday at its regular time.
10 a.m.
Eastern Standard Time. All our times are Eastern Standard Time.
That's about it, eh? And
That's
we
about
will
it.
be back on Sunday as normal for our regular live. So get there early is my advice, or leave your question. Just a gentle reminder.
You're welcome. You always have a lot of drama, but it's always a lot of fun to help you out with it.
Absolute. So, okay, everybody. We're signing off. We're going to have an early night of it. Besides, I still have one card to write for tonight, so I will say adieu, and you guys all take care, and we hope to see you all real soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye for now.